Every moment of every day we make decisions. No matter how big or how small that decision is, it does have an impact on the rest of our lives. When you decide that you want to go to Taco Bell for lunch, or you're going to wear suspenders with your clothes, these are all decisions that lead to something, and that's what this show is exploring. Thanks to Marvel and DC, the multiverse has become a very popular concept, but I think that the way Dark Matter explores this is way more unique, compelling, and interesting. By the way, before you get too concerned, I am not going to be covering spoilers in this review. I will not discuss anything that was not visible for you to see in the trailer for this show. So the story in this show begins when Jason, played by Joel Edgerton, is kidnapped on his way home from an event one day. He never makes it home, and he ends up waking up in a world that is like his but different, and he realizes that he has been kidnapped and brought to a different reality by a different version of himself. For the simplicity's sake, I'm going to say Jason 1 is the Jason from the original story, your main character, and Jason 2 is going to be the one that does the kidnapping. So Jason 1 quickly figures out that in Jason 2's world, he had created a box. This box creates a hallway of doors that open possibilities to different realities. Each one of these doors has a different world inside of it, a different life that you might have chosen. And it is while exploring these different realities that Jason 2 gets the idea of stealing Jason 1's life. Jason 1 had a different life than him, and he was kind of wishing that he had his life. I really love the way this show was made. It was brilliantly filmed. The visuals do not feel cheap at all. Apple TV Plus did not skimp at all. The visuals for these worlds are very awesome. It looks like blockbuster cinema level quality. And I mentioned the box. The lore and the story behind the box is brilliant. It is one of the best plot devices I have ever seen in a TV show. The way that this thing works is not how you would think. It's not simply walk up and open a door and boom, you're in a different world. There's a lot of thought that has to go into the process of walking through these doors, and that is where this show really sets itself apart from Marvel and DC. It just truly is a very unique approach. I don't want to get into spoilers, but this show just really kept me excited. It truly is a unique, brilliant, and epic approach, and it really does make you think about your own life and some of the choices that you've made along the way. I don't know about you guys, but I have definitely made some choices that I wish I could go back and do. However, when you consider that the way I'm living my life right now and the things I have, I'm married, these are things that are all resulting from some of those choices that I made throughout my life. And make no mistake, those small choices that you think are small, they might not actually be small choices. They might have huge impacts on your life. Say, for example, I had decided to go to college. I would be on a completely different path right now. I might not even be married. Who knows what my life would be like? So yes, I might have a degree, I might have more money, and I might just be a little bit more financially comfortable, but maybe I wouldn't be as happy. Joel Edgerton does a fantastic job in this show. He gets to play multiple versions of himself, and each version of his character is unique from the other version. They all have had different life experiences, and you can see it in their expressions and their emotions and the way they act. Jennifer Connelly is a brilliant actress, and I dare you to see her cry without getting a little teary-eyed yourself. Ever since A Beautiful Mind, which she won an Academy Award for, by the way, I have been a fan of this woman. She is so stellar of an actress. I really enjoy her. There's something about her emotional scenes that really just pull me in. When she cries, it just feels so real and so authentic that I really start to feel something. She is a very genuine actress, and I love her a lot in this show. She is no stranger to figuring out when something is wrong with her husband, and in this show, as she starts putting together the pieces, you start feeling excited for her as a character, because you're like, yes, please pay attention to these small little details. He forgot to do this. He didn't do this. These are the things that she starts to notice, and I was so excited as she was figuring it out. I was rooting for her. These two aren't the only actors that play multiple versions of themselves in the show, by the way. This show explores the multiverse, so each actor in this show gets to play a different version of themselves, and I imagine that had to be very fun, nice and challenging, and just offering a lot of different exploration for how to portray yourself as a character. What kind of character are you? If you're the character who went to college, are you going to be slightly different than the guy who went straight to the military? These are the things that really shape our lives and really impact our personality and just who we are to the core. And that is why I think that this show must have been so much fun to film, and it was super fun to watch.
I want my life back.
Do you ever get that feeling? Want to kiss and hug her?
This is by far one of the best sci-fi shows ever made. It is up there with Silo and Severance in terms of being my top shows on Apple TV+. I think that if you are into the multiverse, or if you are enthralled by the concept of the butterfly effect and just living through choices and looking at the different results that each of those choices made, then you are going to find this show to be extremely compelling. It is very well made. The visuals are awesome. The lore behind the box is brilliant and exciting. This show will pull you in and have you wanting to see more of it. I'm not sure where season 2 is going to go, or if it's going to get a season 2, but I am extremely curious to have more of this show in my life. For me, this show is a 10, all right? And that is because I was so addicted to the show. When the episode came live, I was quick to find it and watch it. That's how into the show I was. That is a 10 for sure. What did you guys think of the show? Did you see it yet? Are you planning on watching it? If you like sci-fi, I really highly recommend that you do check this show out. Did you like this review? If you did, please hit the like button and let me know. And if you want to hear more of my opinions, then subscribe to this channel. Later.